Totally original holidays.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the
How you say?
zombies.
Yes, it is what it's called.
Change mode, round based onslaught. Okay.
What a fun intro.
Is this? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, well, let's hope.
You're gonna go to Lim and say,
Oh, let's hope.
It's all soap.
Yeah. So, welcome to Call of Duty Christmas and all that shit. Okay. Pat Wick has subscribed to you on YouTube. So
Welcome to Patwick. Well, welcome
to Pat Wick.
Hey, welcome to Patwick.
Yeah. Welcome to Pat Wick. So the here's what we're doing. I'm doing a thing.
Hey, Snow.
Yeah. Hey. Don't mind this weird texture shit.
I like it a lot. I like it. It's how I like my games.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment here. So.
And I am the subject.
Yeah. So, where the fuck is it?
I'm right here, bud.
There. So, Zane is not super familiar with Zambi.
Never really sunk my fucking feetsies real deep in them, Zambies.
Me and Colin and Brian, we play Zambi. Zane doesn't play Zambi. Oh, and I'm a firm believer, I'm very firm, that people who say things like, oh, it's not my kind of mode.
I'm those people.
Yeah, sometimes it's not, but sometimes it may be your kind of mode. You just don't know until you get good at the game. Because there's such a steep learning curve. You try it, and you are bad at it, and it just takes too long to get good, so you just say it's not my kind of mode.
It's kind of like when people who grew up in Colorado don't like fish.
What?
Well, because
I love fish.
You think you don't like fish because you've only ever had,
fish?
Like, all the seafood you've had had to be shipped in from the coast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't taste fresh.
So?
That's why I don't like fish.
I like fish.
Well,
I love fish. Anyways,
You also play zombies, dude. It makes a lot
So-
of sense. What I said was people that don't play zombies don't like fish. That's what I'm trying to say.
So, I thought it would be cool. I think that it's you just need to know how to learn. I don't actually think it takes very long, is my theory. So, here's what we're going to do. The objective here is for Zane to be able to beat the D Machina Easter egg by himself in solo. Hopefully it is even active when you're playing offline, because the LaughNGrowFat account doesn't have an Activision account. So so I may end up having to make one, but I don't think you're going to be able to do it. So hopefully the Easter egg is active, but I don't think it matters. So step number 1, Zane is going to try it by himself.
Oh, I'm going to try the Easter egg?
Yeah, he's just going to try it.
I don't really have a concept of what that means.
That's true. That's good. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pass the controller off to Zane. And I'm not gonna direct you.
I'm going Easter egg hunting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna be like, no, don't do that or whatever. You just play and try to solve the Easter egg.
Sure.
So.
All right, whatever you fucking say, cowboy.
And that texture thing, I don't know why it does that, but it does.
Do I not have a fucking knife? Why did I fucking break that guy's skull? Okay.
But I will say that I am a big fan of this game, Zombies.
Oh, yeah?
So, the reason I decided to do this one in particular is obviously because it's new, but also because I think that, this game, Zombies, is pretty good. So, I think it's a good place to learn. So, also, I mean, the sensitivity's turned up quite a bit, so.
Well, I've always been rather sensitive.
Yeah. But just the regular turning, not the aim down sight
Well,
sensitivity.
that was the end of fucking round one. This room's got lights on it, and that one doesn't.
Oh my god.
By figure out just what happened here, does he mean do the Easter egg?
Yes.
Does the Easter egg refer to like the story of the?
Yes.
Oh, why is it called an Easter egg?
Because it used to.
It used to be hidden.
Well, they are hidden because they're hidden.
Well, I mean, if it's the objective of the.
But you have to figure it out. It's hidden.
You have to figure out everything. That's life. Life is an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to do my taxes was one of the best Easter eggs I've ever fucking solved.
But sometimes it's way more complicated.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
Fuck.
it's such complicated that it's not gonna. You have to do some really asinine things.
You have to do acid to get it done.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
That little thing on the wall, that girl on the wall, up the stairs, that was a fucking, what is that called? It's not a calling card, an emblem, from Black Ops 4, and they just like reused it as graffiti.
I fucking running corners. That's
and
cool.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I like that. I like that kind of stuff. That one? Is
Yeah.
what you're talking about? She's got nice eyes.
I mean, I think they did it because they used a lot of stuff from Black Ops 4.
You must turn on the power first. These look like power, but they don't have levers. If I've played video games, I know that I'm looking for a lever on a box.
And I will tell you what, it is very difficult for me to not be like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah,
do this, do that, or whatever. Like, and not answering your questions or inquiries.
I'll stop asking questions.
No, I
Stop
don't
torturing you.
I don't give a shit. I don't give 2 fucking shits. Or 3.
So what did I... Nothing. I didn't
What?
say anything. I don't want that. That's gonna kill... I think that's the last guy, and I want to fucking look around a little bit. Okay. Power on. I don't know if that's what I need to do immediately, though. Collect intel. Sure, that seems important.
That's... Never mind. I don't want you to be on like a wild goose chase per se.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to get too wild.
yeah.
Facility.
But that's
I have a marker?
that intel is irrelevant. It's just maps, like story stuff.
Just what do they call that?
World building.
Flare.
Yeah, sure.
No, that's not the right word.
Yeah, you do have a marker.
Can I even get to it right now?
That's one of the reasons why I chose this game.
Can't get to that. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to choose a door and open it. Can't get over the barbed wire. I don't know why you can't climb over the barbed wire, Park.
Guys, you think that this might... if at any point while you're watching this, if you think... Pretty much there should be two trains of thought here.
There was someone a second ago.
If you think at any point, wow, this seems really complicated, then you are in the exact same boat as Zane, and you will be enlightened. Hopefully this whole, thing will be enlightening for you. If you are thinking to yourself right now, wow, Zane is a moron, then I want you to take a step back and think about how fucking complicated this is for someone who's never played this before. Who I think he's played zombies like twice, maybe 3 times in his life. And, the last time he played it was years ago. So it's like, it's not... It may seem like, wow, it's so obvious, but it's not obvious.
Yeah,
because
guys,
you don't understand the language of the mode.
Step the heck off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know what that's gonna do.
So it's one of those things where, like, I don't blame you for cringing, but at the same, because it's pretty cringy, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's not
I don't know how the fuck you got up there, buddy boy.
You know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Suck that. Suck on your own fucking eviscerated skull. I think at some point I probably want something other than a pistol. What's that do? Yeah, Juggernog makes me strong. It's like milk. Juggernog is the milk of Call of Duty.
Well, sure it's not like eggnog.
What? Eggnog doesn't make you strong. Eggnog makes you happy.
But that's what it is. It's not jugger milk.
Nog is just
It's not jug milk.
Alright, you tell me what nog is.
Nog?
Yeah, what's nog?
Eggnog.
No, but what's the nog part? You
Eggnog.
don't know.
Noggin. Noggin.
Yes, it's a noggin.
It's
Eggnog is made of eggs and head.
Noggin Network.
Noggin
For
network.
children's programming.
What are we, fucking tiny little babies?
Yeah. Are they even around anymore?
I doubt it. I don't know why.
Wasn't Noggin part of
How much
Nickelodeon?
does this cost? I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember. No.
For a second, I was like, I could probably just get through the whole thing on round 3 because why not? And then I realized I need points to fucking
didn't suggest anyone else in the
progress.
site.
You need to paint.
Well,
Looks
this
like
one
our
gonna
intel
be
was
big.
right on the money.
Good paint.
Omega Group equipment strewn everywhere.
Good paints. Oh, it's a crafting
Something
table.
here, and it opened the
What
portal
is this,
to
a
Ralph.
whole game?
That your assessment,
What?
Mr. CIA? Pretty
Is this
much.
a whole game?
It's just
Oh, you mean like the mode?
Yeah, the mode.
Is this a fucking
Like a
whole
Ooh.
experiment gone awry.
Yeah,
Abandoned in
give me one of
45.
those. That sounds fucking
Soviets
important.
found it soon after, sealed it up. We'll know more once we get the power on.
That's gonna cost me. That's gonna cost me. Is this a metaphor for capitalism?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have enough money, the zombies will get to you.
Yeah. But doesn't that make you a zombie?
Well, exactly.
I will say that
Fuck! I need a fucking gun that's. Not
you
this
do
gun.
you do have a self revive, but I once you go down, I'm calling it
Okay.
because the self revive, you're just gonna go down again.
Even if I don't tap out.
Even if you don't tap out, what does that mean?
You know what tapping out is? Jesus Christ! I can't fucking do anything. I'm fucking useless.
Even if you like revive yourself?
Never mind. It was bad. The joke was too deep.
Like no, but what I'm saying is like you have a self revive.
I know.
Even if I don't tap out, you mean revive yourself? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is that even if you revive yourself, I'm calling it.
No, but if I tap out, I'd be calling it.
I don't care what you do. That is not my concern.
I understand. You're the ref or whatever.
Except for if you die. Or
Why is he red?
get down.
Oh, it's just the lighting.
It's just lighting.
Shows you how important lighting is in film, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, why is he red? Otherwise you'll get responses like that if you're not careful. Oh god, he's red!
Ah, fuck you! Why do they always... God damn it! They always come from other directions.
Yeah, they do.
What direction did they come from?
Behind you.
How could they possibly have come from behind me?
Because there's spawns behind you.
You can't spawn!
I can open my mouth now. Okay.
That's not fair.
So here's what we're gonna do.
I thought they could only come from orifices.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, have a way into the fucking room?
They do. They did.
They did not have 1,500 points to spend on
There
that
was
fucking
no. There were windows
bullshit.
that only they can come through.
Bullshit.
So without getting ahead of myself, here's what we're gonna do. So I have 7 steps. Guys, this is an infomercial for my new DVD.
Guys, it's important for me to not get frustrated at
7
this point.
steps to zombies.
I'm not going to get better if I just keep down on myself.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you would get down on yourself.
I'm not!
It's the first time you ever fucking played
I'm
that.
not getting down on myself.
So, for those of you who are familiar, I'm equipping him with the 1911 for a very important reason. Ignore that. Also, I equipped him with Ether Shroud for a very important reason.
Ignore that.
Ignore that for now. That'll come into play later, but... So, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me hop in here. I'm playing right now, just so you guys are familiar.
He was also playing the first time.
I was not.
That's how bad he is at zombies.
Yeah. I want to really quickly just get it down to 1 zombie.
Okay.
Okay. So, the reason that I did that is because we're going to focus on step number 1 to get better at zombies. Get familiar with movement. Now, this might seem a little weird because you're kind of like, Nick, it's Call of Duty or whatever. But the movement can vary from mode to mode. And the movement in zombies is a little bit different than it is in multiplayer.
Okay.
But most importantly, this is the foundation. It's like math. You know, everything is built off of the last thing that you learned. And this is the foundation of playing zombies. Moving around. Right?
Yes.
So, what I want you to do is I just want you to get familiar with how to move. So, to start out, you know, I want you to walk around a little bit, sort of really, like, get a feeling for how fast you're moving, how fast maybe your I'm passing the controller off. Okay. How fast your regular movement speed is compared to your sprint speed, for instance. You have infinite sprint in this, which is not the case in some Call of Duties, but so, you know, you can sprint around. Get a feeling for, like, you know, jumping, mantling. That's something. So, like, climb up the stairs to your left there, up those stairs, and mantle over that railing. Yeah, see? You can't do that. That is a first for Call of Duty Zombies.
Interesting.
In no other Call of Duty Zombies can you mantle on
Really?
railings and stuff. Yeah. They put invisible walls everywhere and they prevent you from mantling because they don't want you to be able to, you know, do that, basically. But now they just kind of said, fuck it.
Oh.
So, movement is important. Can you tell me why movement is so important?
Because of how your movement relates to the movement of the zombies? Because if you stay still, you're going to get trapped?
Because if you don't get hit, you can't die. So, the much more important than firepower is being able to move and not get hit. So, this is pretty simple. Like, you know, the movement, it's going to take a little bit of time to sort of really sink in what I mean, because you're not you're not in a situation right now where the movement is making or breaking what you're doing. But I just wanted you to, like, know this is the most important thing. And if you struggle with the next couple steps, then movement may be the thing. You may need to go back to movement and sort of realize what it is that you're not understanding about it. And it varies from Call of Duty to Call of Duty. So run really quickly. Run forward, not towards him, but run forward. And now jump. You see what happened there?
Yes.
You stopped when you landed. You stopped moving forward. That's bad.
Don't jump.
Yeah, that means that you are now open to being hit. So you want to make sure you avoid doing things like that. The slide, that's another thing. At the end of that slide, you slow down.
Yeah, you crouch.
Yeah. It's not the same in every Call of Duty. In some Call of Duty Zombies, it's actually more beneficial to slide, and there's slide jumping, and then Infinite Warfare actually has some really weird fucking movement shit going on. But that and Black Ops 3 are mainly the weird ones. But for the most part, they're all pretty similar. So now that's step 1. Okay, you're done. You're done with step 1. How does that feel?
God.
How does that feel?
I don't know. I feel like a little too much homework on the first day.
Yeah, right.
Intimidating professor. I don't really know.
I told him that I didn't think it would take me very long to get him, like, going, and I meant that. We're already on to step 2. Step 2 is familiarize yourself, with the AI. So we're learning how the AI works. This is sort of 2 things: learning what kind of enemies you're going to come up against, and what the enemies are actually going to be like how they interact with you and how they interact with the map. So first things first, what we were talking about when you died. zombie spawns,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I want you to look around a little bit and see if you can identify what a zombie spawn is. Identify a zombie spawn.
Well, I assume they all spawned outside of the map
Correct.
and came in.
Yeah, so they can spawn out there. Can you identify a zombie spawn that isn't like, a big open fenced off area like that? Something that's maybe a little bit more centralized?
Prob's not.
Okay. Right in front of you. Turn to the left of that workbench. Right there. Go up to that. That's a zombie spawn.
Fuck me.
So they can spawn through there and then hop over that little wall. Only a couple of them can at a time, right, from there. But there's another zombie spawn. That door right there. Or door, that window, I should say. Yeah. That's another zombie spawn.
see.
Now, here's the thing. That one's a little weird because...
I can go in here.
Yeah, exactly. You can go in there. So, but the point is that the zombies can spawn in a lot of different places. In fact, turn to your right. That tree right there with the with the junk in front of it. Right in front of the junk, in that pool, that's a zombie spawn. They can just come right out of the ground. Yeah. So they can spawn everywhere. Learning the zombie spawns is like just as important as learning spawns in multiplayer. Because if you know where they can spawn from, you know where they can come from.
Yeah.
And you know that whether or not you're going to get surrounded. There's another thing that's unique to this game that I'm going to point out, and that is you have something up in your left hand, your top left corner there, that you never have had in zombies before.
That was going to be one of my questions.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got a fucking mini.
Yeah, exactly. So this allows you to see if they're coming from behind you. But obviously it sweeps every couple seconds, so that data isn't always 100% accurate.
Right.
But so you can kind of think ahead a little bit. But so what I mean by familiarize yourself with the zombies is walk up to him and see how long it takes for him to hit you and for you to actually take damage from it. So walk right up to him and let him hit you and see how long it takes.
Hey there, partner.
See that? Do you see how long that took? Now see, run away from him. And let yourself heal. See how long it takes to heal?
Yeah.
So he took a while to actually wind up the attack. He didn't just fucking hit you, right?
Right.
He took a second. So walk up to him and then back off and see if you don't get hit. See? You can basically bait him into attacking. With a normal zombie, that's not that important because you're never going to need to really bait a zombie into attacking. But for maybe a heavy zombie or something, or like a boss zombie, that might be important. Knowing how they attack and how to bait their attack. But the other thing is, imagine him, but now there's 20 of him and they're all in a bundle right in front of you.
Yeah.
With how long they take to attack, you would be able to run by him without getting hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like no problem you'd be able to run by him without getting hit. Because,
Did it twice.
yeah, exactly. Because he takes a little bit to attack you. Now, on higher rounds, they'll become more aggressive. And so that's not always going to be the case. You're going to have less and less time for their wind-up. But you should pretty much always be able to run by them. And that's, again, a fundamental of knowing how to play zombies. Knowing when you're going to get hit and when you're not going to get hit. Because if you can judge whether or not you're going to get hit, you can judge whether or not you should take that path. Right? Because let him hit you. That took 30 health. You have 150 health. How many times can you get hit before you die?
5.
Yeah. Now, again, on later rounds, they'll start to do 50 health instead.
That's 3.
Yeah. So you can take 3 hits, 3 to 5 hits before you go down. And when you know, well, I can only take 3 hits, you know how many hits you're going to take by running past that zombie. You know whether or not you should take that route. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm talking about. Getting familiar with like the AI, and how they work. Now he's walking, obviously, but there's 2 other states that a zombie can be in, crawling and sprinting. Now, crawling zombies are much slower, obviously, because they're crawling on the ground, and sprinting zombies are much faster. The thing to keep in mind is that sprinting zombies move, their maximum movement speed is your maximum movement speed without sprinting.
So this right here?
That right there.
That's a sprinting zombie?
That's a sprinting zombie, which means that they will keep a consistent spacing behind you when you're
Okay.
doing that. If you start sprinting, you will create a gap between you and them. And learning when to do that is key to training.
What the fuck is he doing?
His AI is telling him to climb up there for some reason. We'll get to training at a later step, but you know, I just want you to keep that in mind, that sort of like movement speed that they have compared to your movement speed. So what I want you to do to sort of get familiar with the AI and the spawns, I want you to kill him, but just melee him. And now I want you to pay attention to where the zombies are
Of
spawning
course, they're responsible for this.
and sort of see, you know, like where they can actually come from. And also keep an eye on the minimap, because it'll show you when zombies are spawning. They'll show up as those red dots off of your minimap. So there's zombie spawning right there. And let's see. There's a couple zombies spawning out of there. So it looks like they can spawn from behind that rock, but they can't climb over the rock. That's good to know. Those guys jumped over that fence right there. So it's like you see, you get an idea of where they're spawning from. Now you know whether or not you're going to get surrounded. Now they're all walking, so you know you hopefully shouldn't get surrounded, but you never know, right?
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten fucking caught in a corner by a walking zombie before. So you know, now move around them and try to run past them without getting hit. You know, and I mean really try to run past them. Like don't like take these wide angles.
I'm running past
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, you see how you're not even getting hit? And is it clicking with you? Are you like sort of seeing the, almost like what was that, Limitless or whatever the fuck? Like you're seeing the routes and you're like, I
Yeah.
can go to the left of the group, I can go to the right of the group.
Yeah.
And if I go to the left, it's more likely that I'm going to get hit, so I'm going to go to the right.
It's like being a running back in the NFL.
Yeah, sure.
You have to identify your holes.
Yeah.
Always hit the hole.
And so that's maneuvering around the zombies, and they're swinging at you. They're all fucking swinging
It
at you.
looks like I've sort of like put them in a group,
Yeah.
like a dog herder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
like a
is
mindless sheep.
training, but we're not going to cover training yet, because training is like a way more fucking complicated
We're
maneuver.
not doing training yet.
But you, I mean, you know, you're doing right. You're doing right. I'm just not gonna like go into detail about it. So, but these are round 2 zombies. So now you have an idea of what round 2 zombies are like, right? But here's what I want you to do. I group them up like that, like you had them before. Now, I want you... Now, keep in mind, every round that goes up, the zombies get more health, right? Your melee was killing zombies at round 1. But at round 2, it's going to take 2 melees to kill each zombie, right? I want you to group them up like you had them.
Okay.
And keep them in a group. And, yeah, it's kind of difficult with the walking zombies. And... obviously, again, I haven't gone into training, so I don't expect you to be like super great at it. But see, that was good. That was good. You said nope, I can't make that. Now, while they're in this group, I want you to melee kill all of them.
Okay. One at a time. I got enough fucking hammer shots for everybody. Oh god.
See, is it clicking? Is it making sense that like how you have to go about it, because they're all grouped together and so
Yeah.
they're all gonna take swings at you at the same time? See? So that, again, that's understanding the AI. Knowing what they're gonna do, like, when you run up to them and how they're going to actually act around you. And that'll give you an idea of, you know, whether or not you can create an opening, or whether or not you should melee them, or just fuck it, because you're not going to be able to do it. Now, there's one other thing that I want to sort of like cover in terms of understanding the AI that isn't so much about the AI, it's more so about the meleeing. The melee range has always been longer than it seems. So if you run up to the zombie, like run right up to them and melee them, you know, you're right in their face, right? But now, run up to the zombie, and then as you melee, back up. Yeah, run right up to them, and then back up, and then melee.
Oh, back up and then melee.
See, so you when you meleeed him, you were already, like, further away from him. Now, that is how you're supposed to melee. And it's much more important once you get your hands on the knife. And I'll go over that in the next part. But the reason that's important is because in every other Call of Duty, and in this, once you get your hands on the knife, there's two different melee attacks. There's the slice, and then there's the lunge. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. When you lunge, it does this whole animation where he sticks it into the zombie, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can imagine how troublesome that's going to be when you've got a group of them like that. They're all going to fucking swipe you, right?
Yes.
But if you do that back up while you're meleeing, you'll instead do a swipe, and you'll still hit them, but you won't be in danger of getting hit yourself. And so that's a really important thing that it takes a little bit to get used to, but that allows you to do the next part, which is maximizing points. Let us know in the comment below. I don't know how to do them. If you learned anything, and next time on Totally Original Holidays, we're gonna go over. We are 2 steps deep.
2 steps deep, only 400 to go.
In the fucking dude. We're moving on to step 3 out of 7.
That's just about half.
I told you that this was gonna go fast, and you didn't fucking believe me, dude. He believed me. Yeah. So next time on Totally Original Holidays, we're gonna move into the next step: maximizing points.
That sounds like a fun step.
Yeah. Pause it.
My knees.
Click on the left to see the next video in this series once it's uploaded.
Click on the right to see more videos like this.
And make sure you subscribe so that you get notified when we upload new videos.